everyone, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. Hopefully this is gonna work. So I didn't dress the dolls for Christmas. I'm filming this on December 31st. I'm not gonna be getting out a video of what my dolls are wearing for New Year's. I'll dress a couple of them for New Year's because we want to, but I've been looking at these dolls, like some of you are still in summery stuff. Some of you are still in the clothes that I had you in the last time you were featured in the Color Wheel series, and I'm not changing all of their clothes all at once. So I'll do 15, and then I'm going to do that. I kind of got it over here, ready to go. And then some of them are already wearing like festive or formal or winter or something that's appropriate. So when I do pictures of the other 15 at the end, I'll also include some of the dolls that I'm not dressing today that happen to have somehow gotten into winter clothes. I often approach the dressing my dolls videos differently. Sometimes it's hyperlapse, sometimes I don't do any of the dressing on camera and just show you the results and talk about the outfits. This time I wanted to just chat. So a couple weeks ago I asked people like, hey, anything you want me to talk about? Like, I've got things I'll talk about, but if you have anything. So it's not like an official Q&A video, but I will be glancing over here because I've got the laptop, and assuming it doesn't fall asleep, I should be able to just scroll through everybody's questions. And then I have some like just thoughts on where the channel is going in 2025, things like that. Might share some of my like other goals, not doll related, but yeah, we'll just go with it. I picked out 15 outfits upstairs. I didn't like pick earrings and necklaces and bracelets. I brought a few of them down. And then I brought some hair things down, but I picked like outfit and shoes upstairs for 15 dolls. I had no idea who I'm going to dress. And then I came down here. I was thinking I'll probably have to run back up and run back down because I have half the dolls upstairs and half of them down here. Upstairs being second floor, downstairs being the basement. And then I just took a look around this doll room and went, no, there are at least 15 here that are due to be dressed. So I'm going to do 15 here. Maybe I will also dress another 15 upstairs, but for today's video, just 15 that were down here. And they're in no particular order. I don't know. Best approach probably is pick the outfit that's on the top, glance over, and pick the doll that I want to wear that outfit. I don't think I'm going to go spread them all out and pick which outfit's going to go with each doll. I'm just not feeling that organized today. So yeah, I mean, it'll be a little bit of a luck of the draw. Pick an outfit and then go, you get to wear it. And I do have a couple redheads, so I have to keep that in mind. Some of the colors will not work as well for them. So I'm going to try to save the more redhead friendly outfits for the redheads. Most everybody else has dark hair. Yeah. Medium brown is the lightest. No blondes. I didn't pick any blondes. Oh well. All right. So let me show you the first outfit, and then some of this you're probably going to see on camera. A little bit's going to be below camera, but I'll hand them up, or I'll raise them up. I'm going to do this outfit, but the top's going to be covered, so it doesn't really matter. I might not even put the top on because I'm going to put this on. I feel like we don't use the coat enough, and that would be nice. And I grabbed these shoes. All of this is from a mix and match collection from 1 or 2 years, I don't know, within the past 3 or 4 years. Somebody wants to fill in all the blanks of my knowledge gaps in the comments, have at it. So let me pause and grab which doll is going to wear this, and then I'll start in on the questions. All right, first of all, I'm a total liar. I totally set out all the outfits because I was like, it's not just the redheads, but it's, I picked out a lot of hats and headbands and things, and I don't want hats on certain dolls, and I don't want headbands on certain dolls. So yeah, I was like, just do the forethought. Plus, I was one outfit short, so good thing I, figured that out, because it would have been catastrophic otherwise. All right. It wouldn't have. All right, Jade's up first. She is a Truly Me 64. She was wearing an outfit. Well, she's been working at Mary Ellen's Diner, but prior to that, she was wearing this outfit, which might have been part of the orange video for the Color Wheel series. And you'll get to see what outfit I'm putting on her in just a second. I'll probably just mostly dress her with my hands below the screen and then show her at the end of that. All right, so the first question is, and I did not give these thought. I looked at them, but then I didn't think through my answer, so we'll see. First question is from @Sadie Abby, and it says, if you had to pick, oh, I hate these kinds of questions. If you had to pick only 5 dolls to keep in your collection, which would they be? To prevent overthinking, what are the first 5 that come to your mind? Oh gosh. Kenzie, surprisingly. Claudie, no, Hazel, because she has her wig taken off, so I could put a Claudie wig on her or another doll's wig. Maddie, who's one of our Truly Me 54s. I don't know if I'm going to regret these choices. You only pick 5 to keep in the collection. Okay. I'm going to overthink it a little bit. Okay. That's only fair. That's like a crazy thing to ask somebody to pick. Journey, obviously. I can't believe I even blanked on saying her name. She probably should have been up there with the first, among the first. And I'm going to say Leah for the 5th one, just because I know she's like super common, but she's really, really photogenic, and she looks straight at the camera, and she like matches everything. So yeah, she's just like a classic beauty. So I don't know. Don't make me look through all my dolls and then say that. Good thing you said first 5 that come to mind. All right. Do you color match? Oh, this is by Janice 141 or L4L. I can't tell. Do you match their clothes to the color of their hair, complexion, and eye color? Like my redheads look good in greens and mustard colored clothes. I mean, in general, no. I just, most of the dolls I would say have dark hair, and I don't dress them according to their eye color or anything. But a few of them, yes. Like we have the doll with pink and the Marie Grace mold. Ours is named Lilibet. 115, 116, something like that. I think 116. But she has pink and purple hair. She's so hard to dress. So yeah, I always have to pay attention. I can't just throw her in whatever. I know some people do, but I cannot. All right, got to take her earrings out, but she's coming along. I'm going to do hair accessories at the end, so those will just show up in the still photos. But here is Miss Jade. I think this outfit looks really cute on her. Obviously, she has to go on a day that's not snowy. So this would be like a warmer winter day, because any precipitation is going to get on her feet. And also it's just cold out in the winter. So yeah, it's good though. It's like a nice winter, but you're going to be mostly indoors. So it's okay. Your feet are okay. Let me grab the next one. Is McKenna. She has also been working. She's been working at Blair's Family's restaurant. So let me get this off of her. And she is wearing an outfit from the orange Color Wheel series, because I know I put this on her when it was not warm enough, or, warm and sunny enough for this outfit, but whatever. She's from the World by Us collection, if anybody didn't know. So back to this question. I don't dress them for their hair or for their eye color ever. Even really their complexion, unless they have like the orangey undertones like Maritza does. And then I dress them trying to tone that down. We have a Truly Me 49. She's over there and she's going to be dressed today. I generally do try to, she has such bright blue eyes that really stand out against her like light medium dark white complexion, and I do usually try to make that pop. So I keep that in mind. The redheads, I keep certain colors in mind as like these will work better for them than others. But in general, most of them can wear whatever. I just got Mia for Christmas, and I have seen so many people put her in blue, and I think she looks stunning in blue. Like, so that, I dress her for that, or I'm going to be putting her more in blue than other dolls. I learned last year that Blair looks really good in pink, so I'm trying to put her in pink a little more often. And Luca's favorite color is yellow, so I try to, because I don't have all that much yellow, I try to give her yellow a little bit more often than some of the other dolls. All right, do I have any Grail dolls at the moment? No, I don't, which is great, because if you know this collection, it's not small, it is big. So no, I don't have any Grail dolls at the moment. There is a CYO that I really like, and I've been wanting to make her for a little while now, a couple years I would say, and I just am afraid to take the plunge because she's a Jess mold, and those dolls, Jess mold faces, like, are such hit or miss. I'm trying to get McKenna's beret on. It's so hit or miss with their eyes. Like, sometimes one eye socket is much bigger than the other or lower than the other. And the eyes can be like, you know, this, which is not a big deal. I can move the eyes around, but I can't change the eye sockets. So if they're uneven or one's bigger than the other, like, I consider that a defect. But the way the company's going and the way the customer service has been, I feel like it's more of a crapshoot whether you're going to get somebody who agrees and says, yes, it's a defect and we'll make the doll again, or they're going to say, no, people aren't symmetrical. The dolls aren't meant to be symmetrical. And I'm like, yeah, but people's eye sockets are usually the same size and not like this. Just, you know, in my experience. So I don't know. I may or may not get that doll, but it's not a Grail doll. Also, while I'm at it, my wife and I have different definitions of a Grail doll. So she said, any doll that you would just be like, oh, I hope I find that doll someday, like out in the wild. And I thought more of like, hold on, it's high on your wish list and maybe one that you would be more willing to spend a pretty penny on. And she was like, oh, I don't think that at all. And that's probably not what the person meant. So I don't know. If we're looking at it that way, I'd not say no to a 47. I think she's cute. I'm definitely not willing to pay what people are paying, and I'm not like actively looking for her. But like, if she fell into my lap, she's cute. No real Grail dolls at the moment. All right, here is McKenna. Not sure how I feel about the beret. I don't know if it's placement of it. It's just kind of hard because it's a little bit smaller of a beret. I think that's a little better. I don't know. I don't like the ends of her hair, so I usually try to like have them not showing. They're just very blunt cut instead of tapered. But the outfit is cute. I put it with, it's this year's holiday mix and match, I think. Janie and Jack, I can't remember. This year's mix and match collection, and then I put it with the karaoke shoes. And this is an off-brand beret, which I generally like and use a fair amount. Not sure if I love it with this, but I think it's okay. I might fiddle with it later. All right, let me grab the next one. Next one is Z Yang. She has been in this outfit for freaking ever. Way too long. And she's been in the kitchen baking for months and months and months, and she is so ready to be done. All the baking's done. She could not possibly bake another thing. All right, next question is, do you have any Grail item that you'll be looking for in 2025, or do you prefer finding things serendipitously? No, I don't have Grail stuff. Seriously, 2025 is going to be the year of just enjoy what I have. So if you are all about the hauls, well, I got bad news for you. I got Etsy gift cards, and I really like being able, like, having those gift cards on hand so that if I see something, you know, cute and well made and unique that I can add to the doll's wardrobe, I can do so without it really like hurting my pocket. So I asked for that for Christmas, like, please get me Etsy gift cards. And I got some. And probably not as much as last year, because this year I also said we need a new vacuum cleaner and we need some new pots and pans. So I focused a little bit more on necessities. I will get like little random things that I find that are just fun finds, but as far as like a specific Grail item, no. If we use my wife's definition of Grail item, then yeah, I have a few things. I'm always keeping an eye out for Melody's purple school outfit, and I would love to have Samantha's pink traveling cloak. I think it is just beautiful, but I am not willing to pay the going prices for it, and I'm not actively seeking them out. It's just like if I miraculously happen to come across them, cool. If not, that's also cool. My life is going to be just as fulfilling whether or not I have those items in my doll collection. The next one was, did I set up my Christmas tree farm this year? I'd love to see it. It's such a fun piece. I did not. So part of that is I was planning on leaving the green space. I'm just going to turn this real quickly. Sorry for the motion sickness, but over there on top of that dollhouse, I've got like indoor grass, and I was planning on leaving that originally as just here's a space where I can rotate things out. But then when I kind of finished this room off over the summer, I moved the Seaside Diner from where it was over here to a spot over here, and that's a big piece to store, and I like having it out, so I wasn't ready to take it down. So yeah, basically that whole top is just Mary Ellen stuff right now, and I'm not sure where I will work the Christmas tree farm in. There's a table over here that has things I'd be more willing to move around, so maybe next year I'll do it over there. But yeah, I also was feeling kind of a struggle this year for finding excitement about doing all the work of decorating. Like, I love the results, but I was just low on motivation. And when the motivation hit, I wanted to spend it on our actual home. So put up a lot of trees and did all the decor stuff that I do in our home, which did not leave me very much energy for decorating for the dolls. I thoroughly enjoyed the dolls, didn't take any breaks from them. I just wasn't up for the big work of doing all the decorating for them. But hopefully next year. All right, I will mess with her hair before she gets her pictures, but here is Z, and she's wearing the little tiara that came with this. I think it's kind of a weird choice that they sold this with a tiara, but I'm honoring the weird choice, and I don't remember what shoes came with it, so I just grabbed some gold. Because I was using the tiara, I kind of wanted to tie it together. I think it's a weird choice. There is some gold in the dress, but it's definitely not the focal color. So I figured the gold shoes would kind of balance it out. All right, pause, grab another doll. All right, next up is Simone. She is redhead, obviously, so I had to keep that in mind when picking out her outfit, and she's wearing what she was wearing from the Color Wheel series. She's gorgeous. I did not create her. I found her on Marketplace for like $50 or something crazy. So yeah, Simone is one of my favorite of our CYOs. We have a lot of them, so it's a stiff competition. All right, next one is, have you read or have you heard, I think they mean read, the 6-book historical doll books? If so, who are your top 3 favorites? I have read many of the historical dolls books, not all of them. I was reading through a lot of them in 2023, and then I switched my reading focus for 2024. All I read was queer fiction, mostly like romance. But I was like, I'm just having a theme this year, and it's queer fiction. So if anybody wants recommendations or wants my reading list for that, let me know and I'll put it in the comments. I didn't read a ton, but what I did read, just one second, was thematic. Um, anyway, yes, I have read them. I would say my favorite of the books probably are Melodies, but that's not the 6-book format. Of the 6-book format, I think my favorite by far are Kit's books. I don't know if that's because I'm from Ohio or just because she took a lot of tough stuff, tough times really in stride. And part of me feels bad because she didn't get to be a kid, right? In a lot of ways. Like, yes, she found ways to still enjoy and still be a kid, and I love that. But in a lot of ways, she grew up way sooner than she should have because of the Great Depression. But there was still a lot of love in her life and a lot of family and friendship and just creativity. She took things very well and found ways to, work with it instead of just being upset about her circumstances. Kids shouldn't have to be that resilient sometimes, but it definitely serves them well. And I like that she wasn't completely like parentified. She still did get to be a kid. I liked her books. I am from Ohio, and I did grow up near Cincinnati, so that might be part of it. I'm putting a shoe on the wrong foot. Ugh. At least I caught it. I've read who else's Kirsten's and Josefina's and a few others. I don't know. Melodies and Kits are by far my favorite of the historical dolls books, and like the older, ones that had a little bit bigger collection. I liked Courtney's book. I wish or her 2 books, but barely did anything. They barely do books for the dolls now. So, all right. So I think this is really cute. Yes, it has red and she has red hair, but it's not like it's a cardinal sin for redheads to wear red. I just didn't want it to be the focal color. This is head to ankle maple Lee, and then AG boots. So super, super cute outfit. For those of you wondering how maple Lee pants fit, what I love is that they don't like sag down on the butt. AG dolls sometimes look like if they bend over to pick something up, you're going to see imaginary butt crack. And they're long because the Maple Lee doll's legs are longer. So I like that there's, they never look like they've shrunken or they're too short. The pockets do end up pretty low down. Like I can pull it up, but even pulled up to her mid back, the pockets just sit low. So if that bothers you, then it's good for you to know about, but like, it doesn't bother me. Next one is Lark. She's a truly me 25, and she's still wearing her Halloween costume. So she's wearing so much. Like this costume is so intricate. It's got necklace and headband and shoes. I put her in different shoes, actually. I put her in the Earth Day shoes because I liked them better with this outfit. And yeah, glasses and a shirt and a vest, and it's just a lot. Like this is a busy and a lot kind of costume. So she's going simple for the winter. She's just gonna wear a dress and a pair of shoes, and that's probably it. Like I'll do something with her hair, but she is keeping it simple. All right, next one says, do you plan on trying to visit any of the stores like Charlotte before they close? Funny you should ask. Probably. You'll know the answer to this already by the time you're watching this, but the plan is actually to visit in a few days, like 5 days. That's the plan, I say, because there's also supposed to be a big winter storm coming at the same time, and I'm not going to drive, 8 hours and have to come back and drive 8 hours in a storm or come back in a storm. But the plan of if weather is cooperative is that my wife and I are going to drive up on a Saturday early and try to get to the store on Saturday afternoon before it closes, go on Sunday morning, and then head back on Sunday, which is kooky pants. But we've used a lot of PTO for the holidays, and we don't really want to make a big trip. Plus, we decided we're going to not take the kiddo and make this like as quick and affordable as we can. There is not really anything I want from the store. I'm not hoping to like stock up because there's a discount. It's really about checking the item off our list, about getting to see a store before that's no longer an opportunity or an option. And if we end up going, so weather permitting, we will be spending the night with Sean from Obsessed Doll Boy AG, which I'm super excited about because Sean is a lovely human being. And I was gracious enough to say, you're welcome to stay at my place. And then I reached out and said, but for real, like, it can be an inconvenience. And he was very gracious. And yeah, I think that will work out beautifully. So no hotel. I just put a bunch of money into my car, so my car should be able to make the trip just fine, and we should be able to keep costs down. She looks beautiful in this. I have said before that I underappreciate her, and I just don't give her enough attention. And sometimes I'll see people's pictures of her, and I'm like, in a lot of ways, she's very basic, but also she's really pretty. And this is one of those times where I see it. Like, she looks so nice. This is a great look for her. Yeah. Oh, and it matches her wheelchair. She's an ambulatory wheelchair user. I don't know if I said that, so she doesn't always use it, but mostly she does. Which probably means I'm going to make her limbs loose by keeping her in a sitting position too long, but whatever. If the wheelchair helps make her quality of life better, then she's going to use it. There she is. All right, let me grab the next one, and then we'll see what the next question is. Okay, Fiona is wearing some weird outfit. I literally just needed to throw some pants on her. They're not even made for AG dolls, but they were nearby. She's wearing a very weird outfit, and there's a story behind it, but it's not even that interesting. So yeah, she's wearing an outfit from Halloween, and she's going to be wearing something that brings out the blue in her eyes. All right, next question says, what is your big ticket item that you don't own yet? Again, a lot of my Grail items are things that I am not paying going rate for. Like, I think they're lovely. I think they'd be nice to have, but I don't need them that badly. I don't need any of this stuff that badly. So if I came across it at a steal, I would add, even though I don't know where the hell I would put it, I would add Joss's van. Me and everybody else, right? It's lovely. I have seen it in person. My friend Robin owns the van, bus, whatever you want to call it. And it's as good as everybody says it is. It's just like the bakery. Like, those two items are very sought out for good reason. Like, they are as big and as detailed and as lovely as everybody says, especially when I compare them to some other big ticket items. Like Covey, poor Covey did not get anything remotely as detailed or as like quality as those pieces. So yeah, Joss's VW bus. And by the way, a couple months ago, I don't, if I can find the picture, I'll put it up here, but we pulled up to Michael's, the craft store, and I was like, oh my gosh, Joss is in here, because look, hopefully it's here. The picture's there. We found a car that was parked right near us, and it looked exactly like her bus. I see those every once in a while, just like when I see an Airstream. I'm like, oh, look, there's Mary Ellen's family. Just always makes me smile. The next one says, my mom wants to know, it's Carrie Smiles. My mom wants to know, who is your favorite of the dolls that you have? Who's your favorite of all of them? Your mom is mean. Why would she make me pick? I cannot do that. It's like saying, who's your favorite child? Not that I mean that my dolls are my children or anything like that. I just mean there's something, it's like saying, which is your favorite, which is like your favorite of all the desserts? What? What? No, I love them. I love so many of them. Maybe I don't love them all equally, but I do love them all, like, a lot. So, don't make me pick a dessert and don't make me pick a doll. I can't do it. Sorry. Tell your mom I'm sorry. I honored that one question that said, who would you save of the 5? But I can't answer this one. All right. And then Blaine from Disblaine said, oh, if you can talk a bit about how males are sort of elevated in female spaces like doll communities in this or another Q&A, I think that would fascinate a lot of people. Should I word that as a question? No need to word it as a question. I got it. I understood. So Blaine and I have talked about this very briefly, but the phenomenon is called the glass escalator. It is not a new term, and it is a real and very studied thing. Whether people want to believe it's real or not. So just like the glass ceiling is a real term that exists to describe a real thing, the glass escalator is kind of like the flip side. So if you're familiar with glass ceiling, it is about women entering traditionally male spaces and having a hard time being promoted or recognized or given positions of leadership or given, adequate recognition when they do contribute. All of those things, right? Just the ways that sexism sucks and works against women when they enter women or predominantly or traditionally male spaces. Plenty of research about that, right? So the glass escalator is the notion that when men, hold on one second, we interrupt this to show you. This is what I mean about, like, I will pick blues a lot for her just to bring out her eyes. And I know blue-eyed people don't always have to wear blue. Brown can make them pop. Other things can make them pop. But I think her darker skin, for a white girl, this is darker skin, and blue eyes really make her eyes pop anyway. And so it just kind of sets it off. By the way, this sweater, this is a whole outfit that goes, I don't know which boots go with this. Maybe these, maybe some others. This outfit is one of my favorite, includes one of my favorite winter sweaters ever. It's like super soft right here, big cowl neck, enough shimmer and shine in there, but not so much that it's like not an everyday kind of thing. So yeah, I'll grab another one and then I'll continue talking about sexism. Blair's getting changed out of her pink outfit. This was for the Color Wheel series, and again, she looks so good in pink. All right, so when men enter traditionally female spaces, they are promoted at higher rates. They are given more recognition. They are given better pay. They're given more opportunities to grow, blah, 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 right? And so it's this notion that, like, whether we like to admit it or not, even among women, like, the misogyny is internalized. And so when women try to enter male spaces, they're often met with a lot of resistance. Like, I don't want you here. Like, we are up here and we don't value you. We don't think that you can contribute. We don't want you here. And when men enter female spaces, women are tripping over themselves, falling all over themselves. Like, we're so glad you're here. And I think this comes from a place of, we can say, like, oh, it's nice, it's a breath of fresh air, whatever. And I do think that. And like, Blaine mentioned in a video, somebody saying, my son, it's really important for my son to be able to see a male collector because he might feel alone and out of place and whatever. And that's very helpful. And I agree. And I love that. But it doesn't change the fact that men's channels will often grow faster, that people will, kind of trip over themselves trying to say how great it is and how wonderful it is. And it's almost like, how nice of you to deign to lower yourself to come into what's considered a female hobby, right? Like, how brave, how wonderful, how very open-minded. Like, we'll give you all the credit for being willing to come into our space because the underlying message is that traditionally female spaces are less valuable or less, they're lower status. And even when we're the ones in those spaces, sometimes we have internalized those messages. So yeah, if you, this has predominantly been studied in fields like nursing and education, that the majority of the workforce in a school might be female, but when you look at the administrators, there's a disproportionate representation of administrators. In my field, I notice it too. I work in sign language interpreting, which is a predominantly female space, predominantly white female space. By the way, if you read up on this research, the glass escalator doesn't go at the same speed for all males. Race definitely slows it down for some people and speeds it up for others, which is not surprising. But yeah, feel free to read up on it. I do definitely see it in the doll community, just like so many other spaces in my life, and it annoys me. Not with the people themselves that I see benefiting from it, but with the fact that it is a thing, right? So yeah, I appreciate, Blaine, you asking about that, and I appreciate how open you were and not defensive when I mentioned that, because it's certainly not anything you created, right? Nothing that I blame individuals for. But like, as women, maybe let's just, you know, treat everybody like a doll collector and not think that it's like some magical and amazing thing that like a dude is willing to collect dolls and show their face and hang out with us. Holy crap, she looks so good. Okay, so these are off-brand shoes that I might have on the wrong feet. It's really hard for me to tell because they're just like slides. Bellaboo's jeans. I can't remember who made the shirt. Oh no, I just saw it. Silly Monkey Doll stuff. Hold on. Yep. Silly Monkey Doll stuff. Thank you for putting a tag in there, Jason. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Bellaboo's Closet made the beanie and matching cowl scarf. And I think her hat's a little lopsided, but oh my gosh, this is a win. Like for her coloring, just for the whole outfit, like yay me, that's a win. All right, let me grab another. Okay, dressing them while I chat is taking way longer than it normally would. So to save some time, the next few are just gonna be nudie. To start out with, I paused and took off some of their clothes. So here's Giselle. She is a CYO that I got like years ago from Marketplace, and she's gorgeous. Nice wide set eyes. They're not deep set. She's like a great, great, great example of an older Sonali mold. Okay. I think that's all the questions that people had. So some other things that I'll talk about are what I'm planning for the coming year, and use these weirdo pants that are, I don't know, I guess I'll use the sparkly side. It's weird that they're sparkly on one side and not on the other. Maybe the kind of videos that I am planning to focus on, maybe things that I want to add or do less of or whatever. And then if I still have time, I'll either just cut it and show you the results of the dressing the dolls, or I will tell you about my non-doll related goals, things that I'm going to tackle this year. So this year, 2025, I don't want to say, like, initially I was like, I'm only going to do, because I sometimes get bent out of shape over how much this doll community rewards consumerism and hauls and doesn't like watch with the same, near the same level of dedication or interest, the videos that are more like creativity based. And so sometimes that bothers me, and I'm like, I'm just going to do like one haul video per quarter, and it'll be massive, but that way I'll cut down on the number of haul videos. And then Grace was like, I mean, you do plenty of other stuff, so it's already balanced. And if that makes it feel like you can't put stuff away until those videos are done, that's not a good thing. If it makes it feel like, you know, things that are sometimes like time sensitive, you know, maybe you got things that are related to winter and you want to show them during winter, but it's going to be like kind of beside the point by the time you finally film it. Why? Like, what does that really serve? You're still going to be showing the same amount of stuff. You're just putting it into fewer videos. Does that really make that much of a difference? I'm like, fair points. You're a smart lady. So I will just do them when I feel like doing them the way I have been. I'm not really going to change anything, but I do hope that people will watch the other videos just as much. One thing that you all could do is share and promote the videos that aren't the haul stuff and aren't the big, like, here's all the stuff we got kind of videos. I do a lot of those other kinds of videos, and it would be great if they got a little more love. So share those. I would appreciate it. Oh, she looks so good. She looks so good. All right. There's Giselle. And again, they all match, but I don't remember what all came with what. This was a mix and match thing, so I don't know what it came with, but this is what I put with it. Probably if I were doing it over, I would flip these around. I think the sequins are a bit much, but the reason I did it was because there are like little tiny sequins in here. So I don't know, maybe that was the right call. All right, next up is Gabriella, and she's getting the fanciest outfit of all the dolls that I'm dressing today. So you'll see it in a few minutes. Feel free to rewatch videos. That is another way that you can be supportive. Also, playlists. Like, I make playlists, but I want to be more intentional about encouraging you all to watch them or to make use of them. And Joe from AGTV for Life is really good at this. She will say, I'm going to put a playlist, like here's a playlist or a video for you to watch at the end, and she will talk about that video. The problem for me is that the reason that I kind of suck at doing that is because I film things, and then sometimes I don't post them for months because I keep a backlog. Like, it's not as much of a backlog right now as it sometimes is, but in general, I do have a backlog. And so if I say I'm going to put a playlist of XYZ thing, then 3 months later, I have to remember that that's the playlist I'm supposed to pick. And I don't always do that. So I'm going to try like keeping it in a notebook. Like whenever I make a video, I will say, you know, and please watch this video, or I will link this in the comments. And then I want to keep a video of, or keep like track of that. That way, when I go to actually finally post the video, I can just look back at my notebook and say, okay, so which thing do I need to put as the playlist? And for those of you who don't do, like if you don't have a channel of your own, when you are going to post the video, it will say, do you want end cards or whatever is what they call them? And you can pick, if you say yes, then it'll be like, do you want 2 videos? Do you want a video and a subscribe button? Do you want a video and a playlist? Do you want this or this? And so you can have it where things will show up on the screen at the end. And I like doing that. But I end up posting much later sometimes. And so I don't know how this goes. Here is the outfit. And it does have a little cloak that goes with it. And I want to put the cloak on, but I wanted to show you just how gorgeous this is before I add the cloak. And then there's like a little belt piece that I'm not sure if it's supposed to go on the outside of this cloak. It seems not. So maybe it's supposed to go around the waist. We'll try it. Or somebody gave me a piece that doesn't even go to this outfit for all I know. So yeah, I think if I keep a notebook with a list of which playlist I'm supposed to put and which videos I'm supposed to put in the oh my gosh, English, the video description, then great, we'll be in good shape. And other things about the channel. Hold on. I'm kind of thinking I'll stick to the 2 days a week, but if I post a video, and this is petty, you don't have to like it, but it's my channel and I'm allowed to do it. If I post something that I'm really excited about that's maybe more creativity based, that I feel like took talent or something, and it's not getting much love, like if it hasn't gotten to 500 views or something like that, by the time I would normally post another video, I might just hold off on posting the next video, because once you post, now I can't get the crown back in her hair, the tiara, whatever. Might be a little bit, it is a little crooked. I'll try to fix it over here. That looks better. This is so pretty. I don't even remember the name of it, but look how gorgeous this is. I definitely didn't pay full price for it. Somebody was like downsizing their hoard of doll stuff. So yeah. She looks like a queen. I might just hold off and so be like, I'm going to wait to post the next video until this one hits about 500 likes, or not 500 likes. None of my videos have 500 likes, 500 views, because once you post the next video, then the previous one, so like let's say I post video A, and then it will get a lot of views because the YouTube algorithm will promote it more heavily in the first 24 hours. And then there will be a sharp drop in how much they promote it. And then once I post video B, they will basically not promote video A very much at all, unless it's done really well. So if I do a tutorial or something, or some kind of like doll restoration or customization or something, and it doesn't do all that well, then once I post video B, it's not like nobody's gonna watch it. And so I want the videos that I work really hard on. It's not that hard to buy stuff and show people what you bought. Click, 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 have enough money to pay for it. That's all that involves. So I really want the videos that take more time and energy and care and creativity and talent to do well. So yeah, I might do that. Just like wait until they've at least gotten a little more love before I post the next one and they get buried. It's not really about pettiness. It's just about recognizing the way that the algorithm works and the sharp drop in likelihood that they will get seen once I post the next video, especially if the next video is a haul or something. By the way, I am going to do a video because I mentioned like I wouldn't mind doing it, and somebody asked. I'll do a video on like how the YouTube monetization works and what I make on my channel, which is very little, especially when you consider like my day job, how it compares to my day job. I definitely am. I put a lot of time into creating stuff because I enjoy it, because I enjoy this, like connecting with people. It is another way for me to enjoy our dolls. And I will continue to do it because I love it. But if you want to, you know, like sharing the videos and rewatching them and putting on playlists and things like that, those are helpful. Even making comments. I think that the algorithm rewards channels or videos that get a lot of engagement. So like just commenting, it does help and it is appreciated. And more importantly, it makes things, shoot. Oh no. I thought that I was going to have to take off this whole thing and put it back on again. It just makes things more engaging for all of us. And that is why I chose this format in the first place. So I would appreciate that. The types of videos that I already do and that I will continue to do are dollhouse tours, store tours when I get to go. It's not going to be as often now. All right, unbeknownst to you, like an hour went by. I ran out of memory on the phone, so I went upstairs while I was like uploading some things and whatnot and put all of the doll's clothes away like a good adult. So yay. I don't even remember what I was saying. Something about budgeting. Seriously, an hour went by. I have made dermatology appointments and packaged up something and sent several messages in that time, and I don't know. Blank slate. But speaking of putting all the doll clothes away, one of my other like major goals is like whole home organization, like an overhaul. I mean, every single space in our home, not just the doll space. The doll spaces are actually better than most of the spaces because, you know, those are spaces that have like, I mean, this room, immaculate, perfect, love it. It is the least stressful room in the whole house because it only serves one purpose: display my doll stuff. Even the upstairs room is doll room is more stressful because it's my workspace and houses all of the doll accessories and is display. But this is just display, so like it's lovely. The rest of the house, not so much. You know, if you are alive and you live in a place, you know what I'm talking about. Unless you're just a very, very different kind of human than me. Like paperwork and clothes and everything that you sit down on the table when you come in. It's just so much. And if you have a kid, they just keep getting more and more and more stuff. And, you know, sometimes the adults keep getting more and more and more stuff. Anyway, here is, okay, this is totally looking weird because of her side thing. Let's see if I can make this less weird. There we go. That's cute. Okay, it's like a slouchy beanie. It's cute. I like it. And this could go in the back, although I kind of like it here. This is my like attempt at duplicating the outfit that this vest goes with. I really, really like the vest, and somebody was selling just the vest, and I was like, I don't need the rest of the outfit because I can pretty much create the rest of the outfit. But yeah, love it, love it. She looks adorable. Next up is my mini-me. So anyway, I want to go through strategically, methodically, systematically every spot in the house. And I found a book, I'll put a picture of it up here, that I thought this seems like it would be helpful for me. And I put it on my wish list for Christmas, and Grace got it for me. And it's a journal, like it's supposed to walk you through every single section of your home. And obviously they're not going to be like, and now go to your doll room, right? You're going to have to extrapolate a little bit, like what you're learning and the approach that you're taking. You're going to have to apply it to all the spaces in your home that are kind of unique to you, which should not be hard. But it's got, you know, a little bit of Marie Kondo approach in it. It just, so far, it's going well. I'm not, at this point, it's December 31st. I'm not even into the new year, and I have conquered a couple little spaces. My home has a TV with an entertainment center underneath it that had all these DVDs that we never watched that take up space. And I went through and pulled a whole bunch of them to donate. And the ones that we wanted to keep, most of them went into one of those like older folks. You'll know what I'm talking about. Those like zipper rectangular, kind of like a Trapper Keeper, but it was for media, and it has all the little inserts that you put your CDs or your DVDs in. I still had one of those lying around, and so I got a whole bunch of stuff out of it that we don't need to keep, and I put in the things that we actually do want to keep. Like movies that are streaming but aren't always available on streaming, and we watch them regularly enough that we would want to keep them, but now they don't take up so much space. Oh yeah, shoes, hold on. And like my daughter's puzzles and board games are now more accessible and less chaotic looking and feeling, and they're easier to get to and put away. And then yesterday I spent literally, I'm still on break, 4 hours just going through all the piles of mail and paperwork and children's art. So, oh, here's another thing that's exciting for me, probably not for other people. If you have young children, you know, they bring home what they've been coloring, what they've been drawing, they, you know, from daycare, from preschool, or what they draw in your own home, or what they paint. And it's not all works of art, right? But it's precious because you want to document that stuff, but not every single individual piece is precious, if you know what I mean. It's just too much. They do too much of it to save every bit of it. So I went through and I picked out like 20 of all the pieces of paper that were everywhere, 20 of my favorites that I could kind of guess about how old she was when she did them. And then I have like mail slots, and the plan is going forward. Hold on, pausing that to show you one more. Okay. She's so cute. These are Maple Leaf boots, by the way, and a Maple Leaf shirt, and just some off-brand jeans that somebody sent me. And why are your glasses so crooked? This is Sydney, by the way. It's a play on the word Cindy because my almost name was Cindy, but my parents went a different direction. Anyway, there's that. I've got one more, and it is Cecile. Anyway, back to home organization, which is totally what you tuned in for, right? So I bought like at Goodwill a little mail slot, like an inbox thing, and we're gonna put all of her artwork as she creates it, you know, coloring pages, drawings, paintings, whatever, put it in the mail slot, and then once a month, at the end of the month, we will go through and we will pick out our 2 favorite pieces. And those will be the pieces from that month that get saved. And we'll date them, you know, so that going forward we have like the month, the year, and how old she was at the time that she created said masterpiece. And I'm really excited about this because I think as a parent it's such a challenge to find that line of like, I want to save your stuff, but I don't want to save all of your stuff, and sometimes it is a lot of clutter that gets really overwhelming. So how to do it? So it's that kind of thing like that I'm going to be spending a lot of my year on. Purging and getting rid of things that we don't need. We have 2 mandolins. Do you know what that is? I don't mean the instrument. I mean the like thing that you grate vegetables. Probably have used it once in the entire time Grace and I've been together, and we have 2 of them. Why? Probably because I thought, well, that's cool, and didn't realize we already have one that we don't use, so got another one that we don't use. That kind of stuff I need to go through. So get rid of some stuff, and then the rest of it can stay. I'm never going to be a minimalist. No interest in that life, but I want things to work for us. Like I want it to not be stressful, and I want the way that things are organized to make sense for us as a family and to, you know, work with the way that we live. So that's going to be huge. It's going to be every single little space is going to take hours and hours and have not even that much to show for it. But the way that it will change my stress levels overall, I am super excited about. And then reading, I only read like 12 books last year, and I would definitely like to read more this year. And all of those things take time and they take energy. So for the channel, sorry, I don't have huge goals. I just like keep doing what I'm doing because I think that's going to be an accomplishment enough this year. If I have budget for the first time in my life, organize the entire house, go through and get rid of things that we don't need, and new systems of organizing wherever we don't have an efficient one, and up my reading, y'all, it's going to be a lot. So I'll just keep up the level of what I'm doing with the dolls. I guess my goals are like, don't worry about buying stuff for them, just enjoy what we have because it's plenty. There we go. This is one of my favorite like girl of today outfits. I love this oversized sweater. I think it's funny and cute that it just comes with fuzzy socks and no shoes. I love it. I love every bit of this outfit. In fact, for Dress Like an AG Day, I found a sweater that's almost exactly like this, and I got a bandana, and I got jeggings. I just need to get some, this is the perfect time to get them, some fuzzy socks like this, and get 2 wooden buttons to put on my sweater, and I'll be ready to go. All right, I just looked at the time. This is really, really going to be a long video, so I'm going to stop talking, quick show you pictures of everybody and call it good. If you have hung in for this whole thing, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I said I was going to be better about playlists and talking them up. So I'm going to put a playlist on the left side of the screen that is dressing my dolls videos. So if you like that, great. If you have been using this like as background and you are busy doing other things, might I recommend going to my channel and clicking on the playlist and looking for the road trips playlist, because it's all videos that don't really require you to watch the screen much, if at all, and you can just have it on as a background. So there you go. I will link the one to dressing my dolls videos, but you are welcome to check out the road trips one as well. Take care. I hope you're having a great day. Be sure to say hello in the comments, and I'll see you again soon for another video.